आपकी ज़ीस्त खुद एक अंजुमन सही, लेकिन ज़माना हमसे है, माहौल हम बनाते हैं।
ओम बगुला गोदरी बदमाशे करी ओम फट स्वाहा होल्ड माय आदानी.
Hey folks, CA Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a very interesting video which is about analysis of Adani Group stocks. Now you might be wondering what happened in the first part of the video, right? The very first part of the video was focusing on two major things. Number one, the returns given by Nifty. Good, but not that great. But then have a look at the returns given by Adani Group company stocks. The lowest has been given by Adani Ports and SEZ, which is still 100% plus, and the highest is by Adani Enterprises in the last 1 year, which is more than 880% plus. So are these even comparable? They have just given crazy returns. But wait, I'm sure that there are two types of investors which look at Adani Group stocks. Investor number one says that, "Arey, such amazing returns, I'm going to jump and invest in this company right now." But the second category of investors are like, "Hey Bhagwan, this stock is surrounded by so many news, I better stay away from this stock." But what's going to be our focus? Focus is going to be on the business model. Focus is going to be on fundamentals, because business and fundamentals are here to stay. News will come and go. As a long-term investor, what you should focus on is the business model and the fundamentals. Now let's start by understanding some basic points about Adani Group. This group was established in 1988 and is a classic example of right company at the right time. Now some people of you might be like, "We know why you calling it as right company at the right time. We know which wait. We are not going to go into politics, okay? We are just here to understand the business and its fundamentals, right? This company, this entire group, I can say, clocked a revenue of more than $11 billion till 2021 May. Okay. Now, this group is called as a globally integrated infrastructure player. Now, why call it as an integrated player? Let's understand this with the help of this business model. Number one, they are into what? They are into manufacturing solar cells. They also manufacture solar panels. They are also into building solar power plants, power transmission, and power distribution as well. Now you can imagine all these are what? All these are interlinked with each other, and that's why they are called as a globally integrated infrastructure player. I hope you have understood some basics about Adani Group. Mr. Gautam Adani, the founder of the entire Adani empire, was born in a middle-class family in Gujarat, in Ahmedabad. He wanted to do business, but he didn't want to join his father's textile business. And that's why with just 100 rupees in his pocket, he came down to Mumbai, the city of dreams, wherein he started to work for a diamond business. I think this is more or less like a Bollywood plot, isn't it? With loads of efforts, at the age of just 20, he became a millionaire. Eventually, he moved back to Gujarat, wherein he helped his brother to manage his plastic related factory. And in 1988, finally, he established Adani Exports, which is now renamed as Adani Enterprises, which is the holding company of the entire Adani conglomerate. Well, history was amazing. Now let's move ahead with some interesting facts about Adani Group. Mr. Gautam Adani was the second richest man in Asia and the 14th richest man in the world with a net worth of just $67.6 billion according to Forbes till May 2021. Can this figure change? Yes. The second interesting fact is that he is also known as a silent shopper because he has made several acquisitions over the last few years. One more interesting fact is that over the last 6 years, the Adani Group's wealth has gone up, or Adani family's wealth, I can say, has gone up from 44,000 crore rupees to 1,40,000 crore rupees as per one of the reports. Amazing, isn't it? But there was also a bad phase in his life where he found himself in trouble during the 26/11 attacks, where he himself was trapped in Taj Hotel. Many more interesting facts and many more amazing points about the entire Adani Group coming in the coming parts of the video. Well, just have a look at these companies under Adani Group. These are just the listed companies, right? So you can imagine the size of this entire group. The very first one is Adani Enterprises Limited, then Adani Green Energy Limited, we have Adani Ports and SEZ Limited, we have Adani Power Limited, Adani Transmissions Limited, and finally Adani Total Gas Limited. Do you really feel that I can talk about all these companies at just one go? Answer is obviously no. That's the reason why we'll be talking about all these companies in brief, one by one. So let's start by understanding Adani Enterprises Limited first of all. What is the first one? They are into strategic investments. They are into transport and logistics. They are into utilities and they are also into natural resources. So first let's understand about the strategic investments part. Number one, they are into solar manufacturing. Now what do they manufacture? Number one, they manufacture solar cells and they also manufacture solar panels. Now what is the difference between these two? Just have a look at this image. That small square that you can see, that's the solar cell, and multiple solar cells put together, they form a solar panel. Okay, now you'll understand why I'm saying that it is India's first and largest vertically integrated. Why vertically integrated? Because they are also manufacturing the cell as well as the panel, right? They are also into defense and aerospace. Now what all do they manufacture under the Make in India initiative? They manufacture fighter aircrafts, they manufacture unmanned aerial systems, helicopters, submarines, air defense guns, missiles, other small arms. और कुछ चाहिए? I think this is more than enough, right? Let's move ahead with the second point under Adani Enterprises, which is transport and logistics. Adani Airports have won 6 tenders from the airport authorities of India, under which they operate, manage and develop airports at what places? At Ahmedabad, Lucknow, Mangaluru, Jaipur, Guwahati and Thiruvananthapuram for 50 years. That's huge, right? They have also acquired 74% stake in the Mumbai International Airport Limited by obtaining 50.5% stake from GVK Group and 23.5% stake from the minority partners. And because of this acquisition, they are the second largest private operator in India after the GMR Group, which operates in Delhi and Hyderabad. Of course, I'm talking about airports, right? Moving on with the second one, which is road, metro and rail. They have developed national highways, expressways, tunnels, metro rail, railways, and again, what else do I say? They also have the longest private railway line in India, through which they connect what? They connect their own ports as well, their mines, other business hubs, of course, not only theirs, others as well. But now I hope you're understanding how advantageous is this entire system for their business as well. Well, let's move on to the third area in Adani Enterprises, which is utility. Inside utility point, we're going to talk about 2 major utilities, one being water and one being data centers, right? First, talking about water. They're building a new sewage treatment plant and they're also going to reform the existing STPs, and they are also going to focus on what? Focus on irrigation, infrastructure development, large water supply and also water distribution projects, and specific again focus on desalination projects. So I hope you know what is desalination project, where they convert salt water into potable water, right? One more point for utility is the data center point. Now, I'm sure everyone will agree with me that we have a large smartphone user base across our country, and this is also continuously growing. Number 2, the number of digital transactions which are happening in India, that is also continuously growing. The number of broadband users in India, that is also growing, right? Now, with all these things considering, don't you think that we need large data centers in India? Yes. What is the solution? Adani Enterprises. Okay, they have entered into a JV with whom? EdgeConneX, which is American based basically leading data center provider, and they have named this JV as Adani Connex. Wow. Okay, amazing. There's a quick question for you all and you have to tell me the answer in the comment section. Adani has recently taken up the project, or I can say they have entered into a partnership with an e-commerce platform for building their third data center. Okay, I want you all to tell me in the comment section which e-commerce platform I'm talking about, right? With that, let's move on with the fourth point of Adani Enterprises, which is natural resources. In natural resources, the main focus is on mining. Adani Mining Private Limited is India's largest, I think I should not be using this word. You can just always take this, largest, okay? Largest private coal mining company, and the company owns 11 coal mines, one coal washery located across Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh. And in 2010, the company bought Carmichael Coal Mine in Australia for just $680 million, which is amongst the largest coal mine across Australia. The second one is Adani Green Energy Limited, and again needless to say that it is the largest renewable energy company in India according to the market capitalization, right? If you want to know more about this company in detail, I've made a separate video on this, so whenever you find time, just have a look at this video. But wait, one quick question for you. Which is the largest solar park, which obviously again was built by Adani in association with other companies? I want you all to tell me the name of that solar park and also where is it located. Let's move on with the third company, which is Adani Ports and SEZ Limited. Now, what is this company into? It's into ports and terminals, logistics, and SEZ. Okay, if I'm talking about ports and terminals, let's understand. APSEZ is the largest commercial port operator in India. APSEZ is spread across 10 domestic ports in 6 states. So, which 6 states? Gujarat, Goa, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Odisha, right? If we move ahead with logistics, Adani Logistics, which is a subsidiary of APSEZ, operates 3 logistic parts which are located at Patli in Haryana, Kila Raipur in Punjab, and Kishangarh in Rajasthan. They also have developed a multimodal logistics part in the state of Punjab. The next one is SEZ. It owns and operates the Mundra Economic Hub, which is one of India's largest private port-based multi-product manufacturing zones in India. Let's move on with the next company, which is Adani Power Limited. Now, what is this company into? They are into thermal power generation. Where are their power plants located? They are located in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Karnataka, and Chhattisgarh, and which makes it India's largest private sector power player with a power generation capacity of 12,450 megawatts. Let's move on with the fifth company, which is Adani Transmissions Limited. Wait, Adani Power was into what? Power generation. Adani Transmission is into what? Adani Transmission is into distribution. Is into transmission as well as distribution. Now let's understand what is the difference between transmission and distribution. So what happens is that if whenever power is generated at a power plant, that electricity or power needs to be transported, where it needs to be transported to a power station or a substation. This is called as power transmission. Okay, and from this power station or substation, it has finally to be delivered to the end customer, right? This will be known as power distribution. I hope you have understood all these 3 points. One was power generation, one is power transmission, and one is power distribution. सांगू का मी परत? चलो ठीक है. Adani Transmission Business is again, of course, one of the largest private sector power transmission companies in India with 17,200 plus circuit kilometers of transmission lines. Now, let me compare this with Tata Power's Power Links Transmission Limited, who has transmission lines of 2,332 circuit kilometers. Now you might be getting that overwhelming feeling, oh my god, Adani's these circuit lines are so huge, so much kilometers. Now let me compare it with Power Grid. How much Power Grid has? It has a network of 1,17,323 circuit kilometers, which is India's top government-owned power transmission company. And just one point to add up for power distribution is that they serve over 3 million consumers across 400 square kilometers in Mumbai. Moving ahead with the last company, which is Adani Total Gas Limited. Now, what is it into? It is into gas distribution. Okay, it's the largest private sector CGD, which is a city gas distribution, largest private sector player in India with a network of over 6,000 kilometers of pipeline distributing gas. Well, that's not the end of the story. We have also other Adani businesses. into what? Number one, into edible oil and food. Just a small mention here. I'm sure you might have heard about Fortune Oil. That's one of their flagship products. They're also into real estate. They're also into financial services, which typically like NBFCs. They're also into housing finance. So now I can just visualize this. So if you want a house, they're into real estate. If you want a loan for that, they're into housing finance. If you want gas for that, they also provide natural gas directly to your doorstep. If you want cooking oil, Fortune Oil is also there. So सगळं आमचंच आहे म्हणजे. Now, if I were to analyze the financial statements of each and every company, I would have to make a separate video for 30 minutes. Instead of that, what I've done is that all 6 companies in one slide with 5 parameters to be considered for financial analysis. Which 5 parameters? Debt to equity ratio, return on equity, shares pledged percentage, promoter holding, and change in promoter holding. So if you check out all these companies, let's quickly understand which is best in business, which is the worst in business. The best for debt to equity ratio is Adani Total Gas. The worst, I can say, of course, compared with only these 6, okay, is Adani Green Energy. If I'm talking about best ROE, it is for Adani Total Gas. Worst is for Adani Enterprises. Shares pledged, 0 is only for one of the group companies. This is surprising. All other companies have pledged shares. No pledged shares for Adani Total Gas. Highest share pledged for Adani Power. The highest promoter holding is for Adani Power with 75%, lowest promoter holding in Adani Green Energy, and last one is change in promoter holding, which is not that important point. So we can move ahead with the next financial metrics. Let's move ahead with sales growth, PAT growth, and assets growth, followed by the last one, which would be OPM growth. Sales growth, best in business, Adani Transmission Limited with 36% sales growth, lowest being Adani Enterprises with just 3.24% sales growth. We are talking about CAGR 2018 to 2021. Next one is PAT growth. Adani Total Gas, best in business, 41.95% CAGR, and lowest being Adani Transmissions. For assets growth, highest is again for Adani Transmissions, 42.7% CAGR, and the lowest is Adani Power, 0.45%. For OPM growth, which is the operating profit margin growth, best is 74% for Adani Green Energy. Lowest is for Adani Enterprises. So all in all, I can say that Adani Total Gas is a company which is fitting into the best for many of the criterias. Well, I hope by now you might have understood that this is where Adani Group has their presence in India. And just in case anyone asks you a point blank question that tell me about Adani Group companies, you can just say that it is one of India's largest, right? This is what for sure is a takeaway from this video. I hope you have enjoyed this one. If you have, then share it with your friends and family members. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.